We need urban environments back into the Ghost Recon series, plain and simple. Multiple different real-world locations, big, huge open sandbox areas. That way, we aren't stuck in one dead big open world. We will have multiple open worlds in different real countries. So, for all you open world lovers, you will still have that freedom to roam around and tackle objectives in whatever way you see fit. I'm not saying to recreate these real world locations to a T either. They can of course be fictionalized to an extent. Like, let's say there's a street that they are recreating from a real city. The buildings and how they are placed or where the roads align don't necessarily need to be exact Google Street View recreations of said area. That's all I'm saying. So just try and capture these real world locations to a somewhat believable extent. Get all the main buildings right, all the monuments and its surrounding areas right, but all the excess of the city you can of course have a little bit of wiggle room to fictionalize. Maybe recreating areas exactly as they are in real life to the scale of a video game world would actually be easier to develop. I don't know. I'm not a developer, but I do know that developers have endless resources to reference to accomplish that. But again, I really don't know. I'm not a developer or part of the team that will need to develop the next Ghost Recon game. I don't know what engine they will use either. I also don't know what capacity is of said engine that they do pick. Will this be hard from a developing standpoint? Again, I don't know. So take my suggestions for what they are in this video, alright? I'm just a gamer and I'm just a fan of this series, a big old fan of this series who is just starting a discussion on the topic of needing to see a return of urban city-like environments in the future of the Ghost Recon series. And this isn't the first time I have spoken about this. I have touched on this topic in the past in this video right here. So for all you new to my channel, I'd recommend you check out this video because I did a more broader discussion touching upon different crucial aspects for the future of the Ghost Recon series. But here today, I wanted to hone in and focus in on the urban environments part of the discussion and make that again the focus of this video, alright? City environments are just perfect playgrounds for squad-based tactical gameplay. Ghost Recon is a squad-based tactical shooter, and having a city to traverse through would open the door for a lot of fun engagements and set pieces in the story and in the missions, as well as allow for better room clearing opportunities, alright? Just imagine you and your squad are moving through a fucking city, fighting against whatever the next enemy is in the series, and then you need to make your way through a building and work your way through that building, utilizing your brand new squad controls that have been borrowed from Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, stacking up your ghost on doorways and telling them to breach in, leaning over different objects cover to cover, making your way through to get that HVT and then extract on a helo. And then we even get to see those classic Ghost Recon chopper gunner sequences back into the series where you aren't just locked to driving all the time like you were in Wildlands and Breakpoint, unless you were of course in co-op. You can actually be a passenger and shoot a big fat fucking chain gun while riding through the city, taking out convoys and then touching back down to continue on your fight, alright? These are just some of the things that I want to see in the next Ghost Recon game, alright? And another reason why I want urban cities and urban areas to be included in the next Ghost Recon game is because cities hold life, alright? It has people. It will make the game feel alive, alright? Seeing elements of people taking cover when sudden skirmishes break out in the streets adds to that grounded, scary feeling of war. And I'm not saying it's gotta be cities just filled with regular traffic moving in and moving about and people walking all over the place like GTA civilians, for example, trying to go about their day while you're shooting across them, fucking whizzing bullets over their head and stuff. I'm not saying it to be, I don't want it to be in that kind of nonsensical manner. Obviously the city will be cleared out to an extent with some civilian life here and there in certain moments, and of course there can be segments where part of the city is cleared out because, you know, there's a fucking war going on and that's what cities do, they clear out. But let's say there's a night ops mission where the ghosts aren't technically there and they need to operate in the shadows while regular civvies do their thing and go about their daily life, and you need to kind of work your way in the streets all hush hush and you need to track down a target, take him or her out. Or you can just do a recon mission in the nighttime while getting intel and then getting back the fuck out and letting life resume for the citizens. They wouldn't even know you're there. They're not even going to be disrupted at all, alright? There's endless possibilities in urban settings for unique, quality, memorable moments and missions to happen, alright? Now, just imagine fighting downtown with snipers moving through the city streets with friendly APCs fighting through the different blocks with you. And then you can, of course, be outside of the city core too, getting into that natural earthy terrain as well. Just because I'm making a video here and focusing in on wanting to see some urban cities in the next Ghost Recon game doesn't mean I don't want to still see those earthy environments also. Ubisoft, we all know, makes incredible jungle and woodsy areas. And of course, bring all those back, alright? All those great types of areas too. Bring them all back. The mountainous, snowy regions. We need some desert style areas too. And this is why I say have multiple sandbox based environments in real world locations, because then we would experience all the biomes that this beautiful planet has to offer. Alright, so all in all, guys, we need a fully fleshed out city environment back in this series, and I stand by this wholeheartedly. Alright, and if we're doing multiple different sandbox based locations, then we can have different types of cities from different countries. I'm not saying every sandbox country that we get to explore needs to have a fucking city in it, but at least maybe 2 or 3 of them might have some parts or some elements of a city or some city life, and maybe one of the sandbox countries that we get to explore could be just full on fucking city, man. In any way, guys, in any sort of way, we need some urban city environments in the next Ghost Recon game, all right? And I'm not gonna blab on too long about this because I do want to carry this discussion over to you guys in the comments. And now this is where I want you to come in, all right? Share your thoughts, join this discussion, and share why you think city environments would be nice for the next Ghost Recon game. What types of things do you think could work and go along with that? This is such a great topic to discuss because honestly, guys, it's really a staple in the GR series that has gotten lost with Breakpoint, alright? So do share your thoughts, and as always, thanks for watching and take it easy.